An adjustment that I discovered on the XRP statistics is something that I believe will be of interest to you all. Who is everyone in the XRP community and what is happening on with them? The sentence that was originally written has not been altered, because today is already a wonderful day. On the list of the top 10 coins by market cap, XRP has experienced the greatest loss over the past week. As the price of XRP approached the band of 60 cents, the market as a whole began to decline. We witnessed XRP really take off and bring the lift down when the price dropped to approximately 57.58 cents over that time period. What do you think about it? I am currently having a look at the hourly chart for XRP. This was not the case in this region. As a result of the appeal news, the value of XRP is decreasing. The range did not include that. In the XRP community, we were having a wonderful time not so long ago, since the price rose all the way up to the iron wall level, which is somewhere in the middle of 60 cents, and then it started gradually decreasing again. If there hadn't been any fresh information on the appeal, I have a strong belief that the price of XRP would have stopped declining at this level. In the high 50s, it would have found support, and then it would have gone back up to 60 or higher. However, information regarding the appeal was received at this very moment and brought XRP down to its all-time low of about 50.5 cents in a manner similar to an elevator. What has transpired with XRP since the news of the appeal was published? Yes, you read that correctly. This has been the primary cause of concern over XRP at the moment. This bottom formation is coming in, which is similar to what we see on the monthly and weekly charts, where XRP is in a strong uptrend and is consolidating from the lows with an eye on breaking out. I am observing that this bottom formation is coming in. An ascending triangle is a name that comes to mind when I think about this particular kind of configuration. I believe that this is the shape that will lead to a breakthrough back to the 60 cent area for XRP, despite the fact that it comes after a market slump. With the current state of affairs with RLUSD, I believe that the week of October 8, 2024 is the most likely week that RLUSD will end up being the currency of choice in the coming week. This is because of the current state of affairs. Going live with it. A few weeks ago I discussed the possibility that RLUSD and XRP could collaborate in a manner that is analogous to the way that USDT and Tether carry out their operations. After the release of significant USDT mints, the price of Bitcoin skyrocketed to new heights. When we witness Ripple minting enormous amounts of RLUSD, might this be an indication that something is going to happen? Does this indicate that the price of XRP is starting to go up? Once the RLUSD platform becomes live in the not too distant future, it is possible that we will witness that happening. Here I am. A very significant issue with this structure due to the fact that the appeal dump is essentially nothing more than BS. Being really honest, I did not believe that the appeal would take place, but I believe that the market was taken aback when it did. It goes without saying that he did file an appeal at the very last minute, and that is precisely what transpired. We have a lot of gaps here that lead all the way back to the price level that we want to be at, which is 60 cents or more for XRP. The good news is that XRP sank like an elevator, but the good news is that we have a lot of gaps here. When XRP is trading at a price that is more than 60 cents but lower than 60 cents, the narrative and the way people feel about it begin to shift. There will be a significant decrease in the interesting subject matter, and by the end of the week nobody will care about it anymore. Suddenly XRP is available at a price that is much too low. It needs to be adjusted back to 60 cents once more. An enormous disparity exists here, which can be traced all the way back to 60 cents. On the market, there exist gaps in the space. Due to the fact that this is merely a source, the market is able to go through it, fill in the gaps, and obtain the additional revenue that it requires. Additionally, there are gaps that need to be filled in. If you go back a little bit on the charts, you can see that something similar has already occurred with XRP around the beginning of September. This pattern is interesting because it shows that this kind of event has already occurred. The same thing happened again. There was a decline in pricing as a result of concerns between Iran and Israel, and the Japanese stock market almost completely fell overnight. It seems to me that XRP was going to follow those dips. It is the same kind of stuff that we have. The price of XRP has reached its lowest point, and it is now beginning to coil, consolidate, or move up, trending higher lows, or whatever you want to call it. It was because of this that XRP experienced a very sharp rebound. In this particular instance, what I am looking for is the attraction as well as the FUD comeback, which appears to be far more powerful than this previous one. Really similar to that, XRP begins to establish continuous higher lows while remaining in an uptrend, and then it attempts to break out above this level. This occurs regardless of the news that causes XRP to decline. In this location, the situation is exactly the same whenever XRP is running. These low pricing for XRP are the result of a downward pressure. When it reaches its conclusion, it coils and gathers at these lows, repeatedly making higher lows, and eventually it breaks out of the pattern. I believe that the price of RLUSD was just, Brad mentioned that it was a couple of weeks ago, so I believe that this is what we might see with XRP before the end of this next week. Just a few weeks ago, he predicted that it would be weeks, not months, perhaps even a month ago. Last but not least, they are producing a substantial amount of coins worth $10 million, which is equivalent to 10 million RLUSD coins. As a result of the fact that there are RLUSD events worth many millions of rubles that are not being burned, I believe that we will begin to see RLUSD getting ramped up this coming week. To all of you, keep an eye out for this XRP money. An hourly chart is being constructed. Every time I make a video discussing the XRP charge, I almost always only concentrate on the major timescales, which are the monthly, 3-month, and weekly timeframes. I can't help but display this monthly formation, and we're starting to come in for some appeal FUD recovery, so keep a watch out for that, people, and once again Bitcoin, I can't help but show this. I have no notion what this thing is doing, man. I have no concept. Not only is it election season, but it is also post-halving. Everything is there. On the other hand, it is merely hanging down below. Determining the level of price in order to get this XRP train moving and ultimately break out into those double-digit levels, I am waiting for Bitcoin to make its 6-figure price discovery move. This will allow us to get this deal off the ground. What I'm searching for is exactly that. Anyway, fellow viewers, that concludes the video for today. This is only a little update. The road of XRP has been a long and difficult one, especially with this SC case. I am aware of this. Hopefully this appeal will be resolved as promptly as possible. The Securities and Exchange Commission SEC has the ability to withdraw its own appeal, and I imagine that they do not want Ripple and Coinbase to collaborate against the SEC in the appeals courts. On Twitter, a number of attorneys who specialize in XRP have been discussing the possibility that Ripple and the CC could reach a settlement over this appeal case without resorting to the court system, with the SEC obtaining the outcome that they desire. Because the Form C has not yet been officially submitted to the appellate court, many are speculating about the nature of the appeal that the Securities and Exchange Commission SEC is appealing. They have 11 to 12 days to do the task, in my opinion. People are perplexed as to why the Securities and Exchange Commission SEC desires additional funds. Are there any aspects of the money and the other things that the judges mentioned that they do not approve of? In spite of this, folks, the CC case is currently the topic that the market is most interested in learning about. Due to the fact that it was an appeal, and another appeal, the price of XRP dropped all the way down to $50. The XRP liquidation recovery area is where we are now located. Exactly the same as we were doing before, we want XRP to skyrocket and cover all of these voids in the market. It would not come as a surprise to me if we woke up on Monday or Tuesday and saw XRP making a run back to 60 cents, because this gap from the appeal FUD is enormous. That is precisely what I believe will take place throughout the upcoming week, and I am certain that the RLUSD is on the verge of being one of our most important drivers in terms of bringing truckloads of chain liquidity to the XRP ledger, delivering us back to the place where we should be. Alright gentlemen, that concludes the show for today. It is very much appreciated that you listened. On the following page, please click the like and subscribe buttons. In addition, 800 individuals have signed the petition up to this point. The amount of signatures that we require in order to voice our opposition to the appeal filed by the CC is approaching very close to 10,000. The outcome of it will be determined by us,